I know a lot of you still have snow, and that's a good thing because that gives you a little more money right before the springtime starts. But it is spring, and a lot of scrambling is going on right now with contracts. Trying to figure out how to do the mail merge, trying to figure out how to get those contracts out and get them signed by your customers and have them send them back. First off, you have the problem of having to print the contract and do the mail merge and figure out your discounts and do all that kind of stuff. No matter how well we have programmed it, no matter how well you have your documents and your Excel sheets working, there seems to always, every single year, be a problem. And part of that is because things change over the year and you don't realize that they do. And now you're doing things slightly different. So you're getting a different user-defined list, a different Excel sheet, a different something that then causes your whole system to break down. I would suggest that you avoid contracts completely. Avoid the yearly contracts. It's a mess. It takes way too long. It takes too much effort. Just get rid of them. Create perpetual contracts. Create contracts that just say, we will continue servicing your lawn until you give us notice or we give you notice. What that does for you is it avoids this whole springtime mad rush of figuring out who your customers are going to be. How many times have you got on the phone and called your customers and said, hey, you haven't signed the contract, will you send it back to me? And a lot of people will put it on their fridge. Why? Because you sent it out and it snowed 3 inches 2 days later. Nobody's thinking about spring and getting their lawn cut. We all know that it's about to happen, but nobody wants to think about it. So what we suggest and what we've done in our own companies is we just have the perpetual contracts. It just keeps on going. You might end up cutting the grass for somebody and they won't pay you, or they'll say, no, I didn't sign up for it, or I changed, or I have another lawn maintenance company, something like that. But here's the deal. There won't be very many of them that are like that. The vast majority, 95%, 98% of your customers are going to be just fine with you continuing to do your work without bothering them to have to sign a contract and send it back. And the 2%, 5 or 6 or even 10 lawns that you end up cutting and not getting paid for, who cares? It's not that big a deal, and it saved you all that office time and all that hassle and all that stress of trying to get your customers to send something back. So I highly recommend that you do perpetual contracts. Send out a price change. Make sure it's built in there that you give them 30 or 60 days before you will change the price, and you give them written notice. So on all those, since you've already done your job costing from the previous year, since you know which ones you have to raise the price on, you just send them a letter and say in 30 days your price is going to go up to whatever. And then after that, but the vast majority of your customers, you don't do anything with. You just leave them alone.